Hello everyone and welcome to Minor Incidents episode 15, covering Major Crime season 2, episode 15, Curveball. Andy and Prevents are walking along the beach. They find that these two kids are breaking into this trailer, but they don't know what's going on, so Flynn, does what a cop should do.
We're never off duty.
Right. And goes and chases after these kids, and Prevents are you, seriously? Turns out the kids didn't actually do anything, and there was already a dead body in the trailer. Come to find out that this guy is not the greatest father. They call his son to ask him, the whereabouts of his father, and the boy doesn't really care at all, saying that his father always forgets him, and da-da-da-da, and it wasn't a surprise. And then they tell him his dad's dead, and he's, really shocked by it. And we come to find out he's really a baseball scout, and the person who killed him was a person from their old town they lived in who took this little boy. It was really complicated. Who took this little boy and raised him as his own.
He
went missing
in 2004.
So math,
almost
9
10
years.
Yeah.
Then it finally comes out. And the mother comes, and he doesn't really know this woman anymore, and que sera, sera. Then we also have Sharon, super excited that it's Christmas. And
her angels.
And her angels. You can never have too many angels. And Rusty. Yeah, that's true. And Rusty, who's in, this dilemma over whether, if his mother came back, would he just up and go with her, or would he stay with Sharon? And I thought that was rather, not necessarily out of character of Rusty, but seriously? You guys have just had this major breakthrough that you guys love each other and you respect one another and you see her as a mother figure, whereas she sees you as her full-blown son,
they both
essentially.
said, I love you to the other one.
And Sharon even told him today, about him being kind of half of her son and all this other stuff. It was very sweet.
Therapist referred to Sharon as his mother, and he's like, she's
not
my
mom.
mom.
Everybody's kind of... They didn't say what was supposed to happen in this episode. It was supposed to be about them and how each of them came onto the force, which was told to us by Duff way back when that was going to happen in this episode, and it didn't.
Maybe he changed his mind.
The last minute? He's been saying this for the past couple months, that this is when it was going to be, unless he means next week's. But that'd be stupid. I don't know. Whatever. What did we like about this one? Christmas!
Christmas!
It was Christmas! It wasn't really Christmas, but... Yeah. Sharon's tree is filled with angels, and then she has 2 angels to put on top. She ends up taking one to work and put it on the tree at work.
It was pretty awesome.
It was pretty cute. I like that we had a Christmas episode this time around. We didn't have one last season. And it really makes a difference when you do have a Christmas episode.
It makes her really happy.
Because Christmas. I like that opening line that Provenza gave. Mm-hmm. Nothing says Christmas like a string bikini. Done. I'm done. That's the best opening line we've had ever. I liked Provenza being his regular old Provenza self. Mm. That's a real thing. That's a state of mind, you know.
It's right next to pervert.
It's right there in the dictionary. I liked the little tiny itty bitty scene we had of Sharon and Rusty at the apartment.
I know. Why are those scenes so short?
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I feel like they filmed so much of it, and then they cut it down to it's 2 minutes.
And I know people have complained that there were too many last season, not necessarily of them two, but they focused too much on Rusty.
But there's none between them this year.
No. That's what I'm not getting. I mean, we've had him and Jack, and there was a lot when Jack was there, them at the apartment.
Can't we have, be either, we have too many, or we have too little? Can't we just
have
meet
just
in the
enough?
Middle?
I don't understand
and I like what she said to him. How her 2 children, she loves them both equally. And if she has part of a third, she will love him,
she
too.
She loves him just as much.
Aww. Wibbles.
Oh, Hobbs! Always liking
back.
Hobbs.
No one knew Hobbs was going to be back.
Yeah, nobody knew Hobbs was coming this episode.
She just yells Hobbs, and I'm like, what? Where?
Hobbs!
I just thought it was another day with her, just yelling the name Hobbs.
Just randomly yelling things like I usually do. John Tenney directed this episode, who is a.k.a. Fritz Howard. He did a fantastic job.
It was good. He did a good job.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was a good. It was a good job.
Good job.
Very good job. But the John Tenney. Right, what did we not like about this episode? That scene at the apartment, how it was so
What
short?
I didn't like is when Rusty said his
he didn't know.
His therapist, how much his mom means to him. Rusty, Where's your mom at if she means so much to you? Where is she?
Just let us know. So,
wait, where is she?
Where is she? And then the other part I didn't like was how at the end he said, or Dr. Joe asked him, he said, if your mom were to come back today and have a car ready and say, let's go, would you go with her or would you stay with Sharon?
And
he's
says,
like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
You have probably spent more time with Raider than you have with your mother in your entire life.
Right, exactly. You have been with Raider almost 2 years now.
And who's to say if your mom came back and you went with her, the same shit wouldn't happen again?
I mean, seriously, though. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me.
No.
It was like, we had Rusty making
Stability,
all these... Right.
Or a shit show.
And we found out a lot about what his mom had put him through back in the day. And that was really interesting, and it was good to hear about that. I mean, we kind of knew already
but he's actually
how bad it was, but he was talking
about it. We know
about
he'll never really talk about it with Sharon.
Right, he just won't. And then,
takes 2 steps forward.
And then 18 steps back.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with your life, my friend? Like, you would still go back with your crackhead mom. And I understand it has a lot to do with his age, and he's super young and all that other good stuff, but...
He's 17.
But that's
he's
still
not that young.
Yeah, but I mean, that's still young to have somebody abandon you and not know if they're going to come back. And if they do, like, this is your mom.
But they've already gone through this whole thing. Oh, mom's coming back. Yay, she's coming back for me.
Oh, womp womp,
look,
she's not there.
She's not there.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
She left your ass at the zoo. Said she was coming back, and then she didn't show up. So you still don't know if you would go with your mom or with Sharon?
You said your mom was unpredictable. And with Sharon, you have... I don't know. I just don't understand any of it. I really, really don't. And they need to figure out what's going on with him really soon. Wait a minute. We have to bring that up. Wait a minute. Hobbs' hair. Make Sharon look fantastic. We make Emma... Kieran look fantastic. I mean, she always has her hair pulled back, but she looks fantastic. We have Emma looking fantastic when she comes. We have Nadine looking amazing every time she's there. And then whenever Hobbs shows up, they make Kathy Mazer look like she's like
getting
20 years older and
Helen
like
Keller and Stevie Wonder,
who were doing a tag team thing. Yeah, seriously? I mean,
Mazer
step it up. She's a gorgeous woman. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It
looks like she's got a comb over and a wig on, and
right. Talking about something else.
The whole go around with figuring out about this boy. Because they were leading you in, like, one direction, and then they would veer off into another.
And well, that's interesting, kind of.
It's interesting for a short period of time.
You kept doing it over and 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 over again.
It's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, maybe that's really his son. Oh, no, it's not his son. Oh, well, maybe he was taken, like, kidnapped, and nope, not
maybe
really.
The dead man is the father.
Maybe the dead guys have... Nope, not that.
Beware of the dead man.
I could have done without that case. That sounds really bad because this is a crime show. But I mean, that case was so boring.
It could have been done differently.
Especially for a Christmas episode. Like,
it always amuses me when the subplot is more interesting than the main plot.
It happens a lot on this show. I mean, they were harping on the whole dad being there and mom being there and so on, so on, so on. But they didn't even really talk about Flynn doing anything. Like last
barely in this episode.
Right. Like last episode, we had a lot of Flynn. 1, we didn't hear about the Nutcracker. 2, we didn't hear anything. Like with what was going on and what he was harping about last week, we barely heard anything. Just that there was nothing for his step grandkids to do and where he was.
Like his biggest scene was in the opening scene, and then it was oh, you can go sit in an office
like,
now.
Oh look, there's Flynn at his desk. What's he doing? Painting his nails. I don't know.
Making
like what?
French toast. Like,
oh my God, you're on a roll. It's Tony Dennison. He can actually act, and this has been what his character has been talking about for a couple episodes now.
Yeah. And
you're just gonna ignore it, essentially. Like what? What?
I was like, oh, we discussed this too much last week. Let's go put him in a hole for this week.
Right. Like really? Seriously? I was just kind of disappointed with that. There was barely any Christmas in a Christmas episode.
They had trees.
Oh.
And decorations that said Happy Holidays.
True. And they had a menorah, a couple of scenes. But that was at Thanksgiving, so really. This could have been great. This could have been like, woo, Christmas! And was it?
It was more like, oh, Christmas.
Oh, it's Christmas. It's a really depressing Christmas, as Buzz kept saying over and over and over again, because it's true. Just saying, Major Crimes, I was like expecting like a new Game Boy, and you gave me like a Schmame Boy, which was like that 100 games in one thing. What was that? No, nobody wants that. From like Ginny's catalog. Nobody wants that.
I actually wanted one of those.
Of course you did. What are we rating it?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about there too.
This is like
6.5, 7.
This episode was so promoted,
was
and
so
everyone was so looking
excited.
forward to it. And it was just like, instead of
like,
chocolate pudding, you're getting vanilla pudding.
Yeah, nobody likes vanilla pudding.
No one. And if someone comments saying they like vanilla pudding,
even worse, butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say butterscotch.
Yeah, you should have went with butterscotch.
Yeah. And if anyone comments saying they like either one of those,
you're dead to me. No, you're not dead.
You're not dead.
You're adorable, but
you're
still.
gonna get schmacked.
What are we predicting for next episode?
So next week's episode might be a little bit better.
I hope so. Fritz is coming back. Woo, Fritz! Yummy!
You got jazz hands, Fritz.
I hope there is some real character development. There was a little bit with Rusty, but barely any. There was no real character development this episode.
I just want more scenes between Rusty and Sharon that last longer than 2 minutes.
Right.
First season, we got like 5
First
minute
season, that's
long
all we
scenes.
had.
That's all we had.
That's all we had. People were like, "Oh, there's too many Rusty scenes. I can't stand Rusty." Rada. No, it's not like that this season. They have established themselves as a family, and they, you know what I mean?
I've said they
and
love
stop
each
going
other.
back on Rusty. Like, stop doing that. Make him move forward. Make him go with Sharon, or bring his mom back and him be like, "Oh my God, she sucks."
Yeah. Like him go and spend like the night with his mom and realize what she's really like.
Like, why? No, I want to be back with my real mom.
The other Sharon. The cooler Sharon. The one who gives me stability Sharon.
The one who wears ugly Armani dresses, Sharon. Who looked fabulous this episode.
She did look
She
fabulous.
brought it back. I knew she
Good
could.
Good job, Greg Lavoie. There's hope for you yet.
This episode we have episode 16, season 2.
The actual number 16.
The real number 16, because I said it wrong last one. Titled Risk Assessment, which it sounds like it's going to be a lot about Rusty this time around, with a name like that. His risk assessment, maybe.
That might be the subplot.
Yeah, but the subplots have been more interesting than the regular plot, so I'd be okay with that.
Yes.
Alrighty. Just what?
Let's hope and pray. Because next week is actually the week of Christmas. So
Yeah, like, why would you have a Christmas episode on this? What the?
I think she's done.
It's Christmas, Mama. It's Christmas.
Really? Another Liza?
I think you love my lies, or don't lie. You can't pray to Laura Roslin.
I totally just did.
She did. She prayed to Laura Roslin. That's who's back there, by the way. Laura Roslin and Athena with Hera.
Yes.
Because I am Hera. You can't say I'm not, because I am.
Oh wait, I probably get that.
Shiraz. Whatever, maybe. Just meet in the middle. Like a sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm replaying the episode in my head. Did you like that sound effect? I'm part squirrel.
She's a nut, but she's not part squirrel.
It's true. I had like 3 of them and I hated all of them.
I wanted one. I think Tetris was on it.
Only thing I played was Tetris on it. I even had that for my Game Boy.
I ever wanted to play it. It was on my Game Boy.
About the eyebrows. I'm not gonna talk about that.
The what?
The eyebrows that were uneven and really, really obnoxiously uneven.
Because she has perfect
No,
eyebrows.
shush. They have gotten better. Look at my eyebrows. They look great. Okay. They actually look half decent for a change because I plucked the shit out of them. But that boy's eyebrows were neither even. They were just odd.
They're odd brows.
Nailed it.